Alright, so I sat here for the better part of 20 minutes thinking and looking at myself in the camera. Um, Thinking about how I can get this message across, and honestly about how unworthy I am to speak of anything that pertains to Jehovah. And got up the courage, I guess, because I'm not really courageous or anything like that. I'm not an orator. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not fucking anybody. But I'm just thinking about how's any of this supposed to get across if the people who are called, which I don't even like to say because I don't. Who am I to think that I'm called or special? Or I don't. I'm not. Um. Anyways, so I live here in the South, in Tennessee. So-called belt buckle of the Bible Belt, right? Which, ironically enough, is also called the Athens of the South. Quite a paradox. But yeah, I live here in Babylon, USA, right? And, you can drive around, and every hop, skip, and jump, there's uh, a house made by human hands that's called a place of God that's teaching something that they proclaim as biblical truth. And, I do it all the time. I drove around the other day, and there's right across the street from each other two different churches, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking to myself, like, how does that make sense? You got these two buildings directly across the street from each other that say they believe in the same God and the same Messiah. Why are they not together? How come they're not joined in one body? You drive 2 minutes down the road, see the same thing on every street corner. The scripture says no divisions among you. Let there be no divisions among you. Mark and avoid those who cause divisions. You got these people that sit in these buildings every false Sabbath on Sun God Day that are supposed to be proclaiming the same thing, yet they're separated apart. contrary to each other. Probably talk behind each other's back. How can this be? Blessing and cursing out of the same mouth. Make it make sense, man. You can't make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. You will try and justify it and try to make it make sense. Every crafty and smooth word you can think of out of your Webster's dictionary to justify it. It's ridiculous, man. I don't even know. And nobody can see it, man. Nobody can really see it. Very few out there can see it. And they're out there doing their best, trying to be watchful and preach Jehovah's righteousness and fulfill the royal law and be servants. These people don't serve Yah. Yeah, they do good deeds. They'll give somebody a hot meal every now and then, maybe, or $5 bill. But not the things that are needful for the body. This, man, time is so short. So short. Y'all see what's going on in the world? I mean, maybe you don't. I mean, people act like they see. Anyways, keep the 10 Commandments, eat clean, and teach others to do so. Or you're walking into tribulation, willfully disobedient, into the pit. Or it's going to be so much harder. It's going to be so much harder.